last year in 2016, my daughter at 10 years old was asking me, "Dad, shall we go for a mission trip together?" And so when I looked at the River Life program about the missions, you know what? The Lord just told me, just raise up your hand. And then came Pastor Joachim, came Kareen and Ihui and the rest, and he says, "You know what? Actually, maybe you can catch people." People fall down. And so we said, yeah, you know what? I think we can do that. It was a humbling experience, humbling in the sense that we learned different things in there. We learned to claim the place for the Lord. Something that I don't do in my workplace necessarily. But right now, with that mission trip, it's something that I do almost every day. Just claiming the place for the Lord, preparing the place, and filling the place with His atmosphere, with His presence. That was really the big first learning. And again, we went there without offering much, but we will ask if we want to join the intercessory team. And so we were there just quietly praying. We were very encouraged because as God's power was released, there was so much of God's ministry being done there. The work is done there. The people received the Lord's downloading. The people were actually touched. And more importantly, some of them were healed. I remember there was one person that came and Sister Karen and I were just praying for this lady. And the lady was really not able to walk that well. And then she started to stand up. And wow, we were impressed. But she was still some pain. And we said, "No, Lord, not enough. And that person started really just walking. And that feeling was really, really exhilarating. She was just healed. And we realized that the healing actually is a reconciliation. It's a reconciliation of that person with the Lord. And with that reconciliation, that restoration of that faith, that actually brought forth the whole healing process. And so what happens after the mission trip? I personally have learned about prayer altars. And that is something that I'm now doing with my children. So every night at about 9 p.m., the 4 children and myself, my wife, we will just kind of come together and we'll just wait upon the Lord. It starts with 15 minutes. Right now it's about 30 minutes. Sometimes it goes to 45 minutes. Just waiting upon the Lord. The same heartbeat that the Lord has for the mission, it is now starting in the family. To me, in the whole of missions, is really about a blessing. And that's my own maxim in life, my own purpose in life, blessed to bless. I remember in Genesis chapter 12 verse 2, it says, "I'll make you a great nation. You'll be blessed and you will channel out the blessing to others." We are blessed, and so we can channel out these blessings into the mission field.
I attended church for many years, and normally during church I'm quite fascinated by the people who actually feel the Holy Spirit, people who speak in tongues. I wanted to feel it, but no matter how I focus, I don't feel it at all. So I began to question myself until one Friday where Pastor Joachim talked about the mission. So I was there and somehow the Holy Spirit touched me. I began to cry, and without me knowing, I walked straight to the altar. I kneel down and I commit myself to God. So during mission, I realized I experienced a lot of things. Initially, I thought, let's go there and witness and see what's happening. There was this lady who comes in by the tricycle. She can hardly walk. And to me, deep in me, I say that she totally no hope because no way we can cure her because she's paralyzed on the right-hand side. But somehow another, me and Sister Marie, we prayed for her for about half an hour. Surprisingly, she walked all the way straight to the front and sit down by her own, and tears came down on my eyes, and I was very, very touched. I own a 9 hectares tiger prawn and crab farm in Pampanga. So shortly after Dakupan, it's the same. Normally, because after my mission, I will spend a couple of days back. I continue with the rally to some of the families. They actually come to salvation. But on the second trip to Dakupan, I went back to my farm. I didn't know that actually my farmer, the wife, is actually deaf. So normally I talk to her, she understands me because she reads my lips. So if I talk behind her, she can't listen at all. We do prayer for her, she can hear us. Her daughter, 6 years old, have not been talking well for 6 years. And on that very night, the very first word that she called is Jesus. One of my partner is having problems with her right leg. He went healing even in Switzerland and many specialists, no cure. On that night, we do the prayers for him. The leg lengthened. He began to walk. Pain no more. So normally, if we ask him what happened, he said that he feels electrifying and energy comes in and he got healed. And the best part is that my farmer is now with dengue. On that night, dengue fever, everything gone. So we left that night. And after we left, the next days there are so many, the word spread around, many villagers came into the farm, but unfortunately we are not there. So I'll encourage more people to come for mission because I become more emotional. As a matter of fact, I cry more nowadays, right? And I begin to pray. And for a baby Christian like me, can do wonders and miracles. I believe everybody can do that also.